I am going to pick this up.
So, do you know who this is, Bobby?
I do not know who that is.
Okay, so this picture is gonna make me buy that stupid Starscream with that throne, and that is the pop figures. So they're doing Rise of the Beast pop figures. So Bobby, being our resident Legends collector, will you be picking this up?
No.
Welcome back, BBC fans. We're back with another round of news. As always, I'm James the Con.
And I'm Bobby the Bot.
And let's get right into it. And we're starting off with something that is a leak, but not a leak. It's kind of intentional. And that is on the box art of the Rat Bat and Shockwave. I don't know which one it was, but one of those new Senator sets. There was a little Easter egg, which is this. So, do you know who this is, Bobby?
I do not know who that is.
Okay, so this is very clearly Nova Prime that's based off of the Siege Ultra Magnus mold. It's a comic character. I don't expect you to know who that is. So if this is correct and we are going to be getting one, that's actually pretty cool. I don't need it. I have the Combiner Wars of the Upgrade set, which I think looks absolutely amazing for Nova Prime. But it's cool that Hasbro is paying homage to these more obscure characters.
This is right up your alley of collecting, I believe. So
I already have one.
No, you can't complain. You have to get another one now. You've been complaining about them not doing, these obscure characters, and now this is like your era of obscure characters. So you need to get all of these.
This ain't obscure enough. A lot of people know about him. He's a very big player in the comics. So give me a Gilthar, and then we'll talk.
Yeah. Just learn who that is.
I know. That's why I brought it up. So let's get into what's just announced. And I put this first thing on specifically for you because you already have a few of these, and I think you might need a few more. And that is the pop figures. So they're doing Rise of the Beast pop figures. Most of the main cast is here. Are you going to be picking any of these up to go with your Optimus and Unicron?
No. The Optimus was a gift, and the Unicron was just one of those impulse. I saw it and I was like, hey, this might be kind of cool. That's about it. Not definitely I would go into Legends before I go into pop.
Oh, well, you're already into Legends, so we know how that goes. I've got to say they look fine. I do think that Primal is very strange looking.
I thought that would be the one you liked.
I do like it because it's really strange looking. It's not a bad thing in my book, but I'm still not going to buy it. I'm not buying $10 worth of a statue. Yeah. But they're cool. For all you pop figures out there, let us know if you're going to be picking these up.
RC looks like she's rollerblading, so that's kind of funny.
Well, she does that where she has her feet turn into wheels in the movie.
Yeah, well, I mean, that position right there in particular, she looks like she's like in a skating rink, ready to, push somebody into a wall.
Yes, it's pretty cool. So let's move on to something that I think we both already have, but they're re-releasing it, and that is the Core Class Starscream. I have it, you have it. They're repackaging it for Legacy Evolution. So if you don't have it, go pick it up. I think this is actually a pretty good figure for $8 or $9.
I agree. So definitely don't need one, but glad that they're giving people a second chance to pick it up if they don't have it.
Yep, exactly.Moving on, we've got this, which is the new Nemesis Prime. So this is going to be a exclusive to where you buy $500 worth of toys, and then you go to the ticket booth, I guess, and then you get this for free. What do you think of this, Bobby?
I like that head in pop mode. That head looks really, really cool.
Yes. I think this whole figure actually looks pretty cool. I'm kind of weirded out by why they did a second release of the same figure in a Nemesis color scheme, because this already came out in a Nemesis color scheme. And there was a really good KO in a Nemesis color scheme. And I have the KO, so I will not be picking this up. But I really do like that big teal around the side.
I was wondering if that was going to be enough teal for you.
It doesn't,
it doesn't translate in bot mode, though. But
at all. But I already have the KO, so I'm going to stick with that. And in the same vein of a repaint, we have another repaint that I am mad that it's an exclusive where you have to buy 500 yen of stuff or whatever. And that's the Burning Convoy from Beast Wars. I really like this, and I would probably be picking this up if it was Generation Select or whatever, but this is going to be ridiculously expensive, and I'm not spending $100 on it. I do like it better than the Masterpiece version. I'm not a big fan of the Primal Masterpiece version, so I really like this repaint, and hopefully it'll be reasonable.
I just do not like this figure at all. In any form, I passed on the Masterpiece version of it. I just don't see the point. And maybe there was a comic or something.
There was a scene in the anime.
Or an anime or something like that. It just, again, I'm not a big Beast Wars fan, so this is even further away down the line in Beast Wars. Not for me.
So, Orange Power Baser was only in one scene in the anime, and that's why we got the Orange Power Master Prime. Same thing with this. There was one scene where he becomes like flaming or whatever. I do have to say I have the Robot Master version of this, and I do not like that this head is blue. I know it's animation accurate, but I think the red and gold head on my Robot Master version goes a long way in making a more cohesive figure.
I hard pass.
Well, that makes sense. But you might be getting this next one, and that's the New Age Hardcore Scene Series Set D, The Arc. So it's 2,603 pieces. So I'm assuming it's a brick set. Is that correct? I mean, that's what it looks like, which is pretty crazy. Are you going to be getting this for a display?
I will not be getting this.
Oh.
If they made it in Masterpiece scale, then yes, I would be picking it up. But
you get the 10,000 brick version.
Exactly. I do really want a diorama of the Ark, crash into the volcano. So when I saw this, I got really excited. But then I was just like, oh, it's Legends, so it won't do anything for me.
Yeah, it's cool. I think it would work maybe with some of your deluxes or something like that. Or Toxitron. So all our Toxitron.
Yeah.
So moving on, we have this, which is TMT01 Cybertron Bumblebee. So I guess this is a new one. It looks like, it got me confused because I was thinking of the Bug. If you remember that came out, we actually saw it at TFCon. Mm-hmm. But I guess they're making a Cybertron version. Don't even know if they're the same company. And it looks good for what it is.
I really like that alt mode.
I think that is the best Cybertronian B alt mode if you're good.
That looks amazing. I do not like that Bumblebee. That's not my Bumblebee. Let's say, that Bumblebee head or anything. But that alt mode, if the price is right, I would pick it up just for that alt mode.
It's going to be expensive because this is in 3/0 scale, which is Optimus Prime is 12 or 13 inches tall. So I'm assuming this is going to be 8 or 9 or 10 inches tall. So this is going to be an expensive figure. On Show Z to pre-order, you have to put down $2, and they usually do that on the more expensive figures. So I think you may be passing. I would totally buy this if they painted it green and called it Wasp, like from Animated. Well, so I don't know if you know this, Bobby, but an Animated Waspinator starts off as a Bumblebee clone that's green. So I would totally be down for that.
No, never seen Animated, and probably unless there was some reason for me to, probably won't watch animated. No offense
Well,
to
I'm
anyone
just
who loves animated.
just gonna say you should actually watch it. It's probably one of the best storylines in animated Transformers, even if you don't like where it goes. It's one of the best written storylines where it makes cohesive sense versus something like Cybertron, which was poorly translated from Japanese. I encourage you to try it out because back in 2007, I had the same sentiments as you. I hated it. I hated the art style. I hated the direction, and I watched it and I actually liked it. So I'd recommend trying it. Not saying you have to buy every figure like somebody we know, but I would recommend watching it.
Yeah, if I have an opportunity to watch paint dry and watch it after the paint dries, I'll turn it on.
I do not get you. You'll watch Cybertron and Energon and stuff,
hey,
which are the same exact thing as animated, except animated is better.
Okay, I will try an episode out.
You should, because you've watched all of Energon. So,
I did.
So you have no excuses. So moving on to something that you might also be interested in is this little guy. You're the Omega Supreme guy. You're the Legends guy. Boom! Best of both worlds.
I am not the box guy. So definitely not.
I'll be interested. This is by Dr. Wu, by the way, guys.
Yeah, no. Won't be doing this at all. It's weird to me. So, and I'll leave it at that.
Yeah, it really is. I'll be interested to see what the bot mode looks like.
I will be too.
So let's move on to something that I'm interested in. I don't know if you are, and that is a Cadmos Black version. Now, will you be picking this up?
I am going to pick this up. This will be my first step into Planet X. So,
well, technically second, because you're also getting the lion in the black version, right?
I was actually just about to say that with this set will be my first step into Planet X. So I'm looking forward to it. I really like the colors, and I really like the combination of colors, and it looks really, really good. I don't know what to expect in terms of feel of the figure itself, but for display purposes, it looks really good.
I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised. I have a few Planet X figures that I have no complaints about. And people say the original version of this mold had issues and they got replacement parts, and mine's perfectly fine. I don't understand what's going on. But as far as this figure, I wasn't originally going to get it because it does not look like the Robot Masters figure. There is no teal anywhere on this. And the original Robot Master was purple, black, and teal. But then I saw these pictures. I'm a sucker for a little guy, and that little guy looks really, really cute. And I'm like, I know what it looks like in red, but I'm like, oh, I need that. And then I saw the combination, and I saw how good the two looked together and how they complemented each other in both the right ways. And I said, okay, well, this repaint is going to my collection because it does work out. Whether or not it'll be with my black repaints, I don't know, since it is not a traditional black repaint. But I am looking forward to this.
For me, this looks like it'll go into my cabinet of alternate color schemes for figures, or my plague case, as I call it.
All right, well, why don't we move right into the updates? So the first thing we have is on the 2-packs that I already mentioned earlier. We got some behind-the-scenes pictures from one of the designers. So here is Shockwave mentoring Orion Pax, as is history. And on the other side, we have the Ratbat and Shockwave kind of going at it because they're like opposite mentalities between the two of them. So there's those. And then we have this picture, completely sold me on the whole thing. It is Megatron and Optimus having a debate or something like that. And I think that is so perfect to have two blue-collar workers talking to each other. One's a data clerk, one's a miner. It's perfect. Match made in heaven. And the last one, this picture is going to make me buy that stupid Starscream with that throne. Because this is just too cool. I'll sell the Starscream for like $5. It's not worth the oil it's made out of. But that throne looks so cool.
I'm still figuring out Rat Bat as something more than a tape, so it's hard for me to grasp that. I'm in for both sets. I know you're in for both sets as well. I don't have the magical tingly feelings that you have or the excitement that you have. I just look at it as these are some new figures that I've never seen before, and that's why they're going in the collection.
Yeah, I could see where you would have issues with that. This is literally a million years in the past, which is why everything's so different, which is why I love it. No Earth. I love any Transformer story where they're not on Earth at all. Earth makes everything boring because they focus on a Sam Witwicky. So moving on, we've got Legacy Beachcomber. So I know you were interested in this. Are you still interested in this?
I am. It actually looks really good. And so I will be picking this up still.
I will not be, because look how tiny that guy is. I know it's supposed to be a mini bot, where they call it back in the day. But it's still $25. So that Warpath that's next to him, which is my favorite version of Warpath, was like $12.99. And yes, inflation, blah 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 blah. But I don't think it's worth double the price.
That I forgot about that part.
And here it is in its vehicle mode as well. I think the seats are kind of cute.
Yeah, I mean, I still like it. It's those headlights are humongous on it in comparison to the rest of the vehicle, but I still like it. I think I'm still in for it.
Yeah, I'm completely out. I have no connection with the character at all, and it's just not the best figure. But repainted in SG, and we'll talk. I'd love a hard top. So next we've got more in-hand pictures. This time it's Nemesis Prime, or they're calling it Nemesis Leo Prime. Excuse me, I forgot the Leo in there. So this thing looks good as well. I feel obligated to buy it, so I'm going to be purchasing it. Will you be getting this?
I think I will be getting it as well.
Oh, wow.
But I think for the same reasons that, because I have the Leo Prime, I feel obligated to pick this one up as well.
Yeah. So here's some more images, in-hand images, so you can see it's a lot darker, at least than this, which is nice. I think these pictures really sell the doppelganger kind of look that they're going for.
And it has the tail for you.
Not enough, though.
But it's
screen accurate, so I'll give it a pass.
Yeah. I still need to release my Leo Prime from its cardboard cage, so maybe I'll do it at both.
It's a really good figure. It's probably one of my favorite Legacy, if not my favorite Legacy Evolution character. We haven't gotten a lot of good figures from this line, but the Leo Prime, I think, is probably one of the best.
I think I'm going to have an unboxing day and figure out what it's like.
Let's keep going. And now we have the Transformers MDLX Starscream. So this one is a non-transforming figure that's posable and stuff. It's going to be about $120 and about 7 or 8 inches tall. So it's on par with imports that are the high-end imported articulated figures with, like, anime figures and stuff. So I understand it. I'm going to start off by saying I love those daggers he has. in that picture. I think that's really cool, and it's very Starscream to stab somebody in the back. But I hate how they have him constantly holding the guns, like rifles, in Transformers media, not just with this company, but Hasbro too. It's just not Starscream. It takes the whole point of him having him on his arm. But this looks good for what it is.
I cannot disagree with you. I saw him holding them, and I'm like, what is he doing with those guns? You know, it just doesn't make sense. I'm used to him on his shoulders. It looks great with him on his shoulders. The blades, they can come or go, but I like the articulation in it. I like the designs on the legs, and it's looks really, really good, honestly.
Oh,
I won't be picking it up. I won't be picking it up because it doesn't transform, but I think it looks really good. The detail is really good. I don't like the feet too much, but that's probably my only gripe.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not going to be picking it up either. It looks fine for what it is. And if I wanted non-transforming figures, I totally would pick this up. The price is right. The size is right. It's great.
I would pick it up as well. If I got everything I wanted and, you know, then still had money to burn, I would be starting on statues.
Well, this isn't a statue, but I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, statues, figures, non-transforming figures.
I know.
Soldier.
Yes. So let's move on to something that I think you already pre-ordered, and that is the Mod Fans Roller, the silver and blue. So here's silver and here's blue, and here they are in their robot modes. Now, if I'm not mistaken, you already got both, or you got the silver one, correct?
Correct. I missed out on the pre-order for the blue one, so I will be monitoring to make sure I can grab this when it comes up again.
They ran out really fast because at the price they're going, I probably would pick up that silver one as well, because it's
yeah,
you know, a drop in the bucket at that point, you know. And they look really good, so hopefully the quality is up to par.
I hope so. And I love both modes. I mean, they look really, really good. Both of them actually look really, really good. So I'll be happy either way.
All right. So while we wait for Bobby to get these in his collection, why don't we talk about what was recently released? So the first thing, something that I want, the Buzzworthy Bumblebee Weaponizer Scorponok and Sandspear, I guess in the US is going to be a Buzzworthy Bumblebee exclusive at Target. So hopefully this is going to be easy to find because I do want this weird looking thing. So
this is all for you. If I see it, I'll grab it for you.
Sounds good because I do want this. I'm probably actually going to go out tomorrow and look for it. Yeah, I want it. So let's keep the Rise of the Beasts going. And the Beast Mode Bumblebee, as well as the Beast Smasher Scourge, have been both cited. Now, I want to say that Beast Mode Bumblebee, you can see the guy's hand and how big it is. It's $52.99. I don't think many collectors are going to be picking this up because it's not a studio series. And at that price, I don't think many parents are going to be picking this up for their kids either.
Jeez.
So I was expecting like $30. So that's kind of crazy.
Jeez. Ouch. Nope. Won't be doing it.
I wasn't doing it to begin with.
I wasn't either, but that definitely
was the nail in the coffin.
Yes. Oh, ouch.
So next we have this guy, which is Wheeljack. The singular version of him has been sighted in Australia, and I think it was even bought, so it should be. I don't know if these are getting released individually or only in the 3-pack in the Buzzworthy Bumblebee. I hope they're released individually. 1, because I want that Nightbird by itself, and 2, so I could send you a Wheeljack.
Nope, sending you the Wheeljack. That's your favorite figure.
You were talking about the suspenders. He's not on my shirt either.
He's on your underwear, probably.
You want to see?
No.
So if you guys are looking for this, go get it. If you are collecting these Rise of the Beasts figures, I would recommend just getting the 3-pack. It's fairly cheap, and you can get all of them. Honestly, I was thinking about picking up that 3-pack and then just repainting the Cheetor, and I was honestly going to send you the Wheeljack. But I decided against it. So, moving on.
James.
That's what friends do. We've got something for Bobby, which is the New Age 827EX David. So this is the limited edition with Menon face sculpture. I don't know what that means. I tried to look it up, couldn't find it. I think that means it has a comic accurate head. I could be wrong though, or toy accurate head. Let us know in the comments if you know what a Menon face sculpture is. So, Bobby, being our resident Legends collector, will you be picking this up?
No. But it looks really good.
He's having a hard time with it.
It looks really
It does look really good. It does. It does. They did a great job with this deco. It feels like they keep re-releasing Optimus Prime with better and better and better decos, which is not something a lot of third parties do.
Yes. I mean, in both modes, it looks really, really good. That paint looks amazing. And it's hard to say no to that. But it looks really, really good. And if it goes on sale or something like that, I would pick it up. But since it's like a limited edition, I
don't think this is going to go on sale. It's also Optimus Prime.
Yeah.
So
yeah. And I don't know how much the price is, but
it's about $80.
Probably more than I want to spend on a Legends figure. But it looks really good.
So let's look at something that was hard for me to say no to. But it is a Legends, and I said no. And that are these three, which are the, let me see, Wing Guard set of 3. It's about $50 for all 3 of them. And it's a femme version of Starscream, Skywarp, and Thundercracker. I almost got this to go on my Fembot shelf, but then I said that $50 could be spent elsewhere on a much larger, more arachnid-like figure.
I think you should do it.
Personally. I don't think so. They're not cool enough, if that makes any sense. So
yeah,
they are on sale though. So if anybody wants to send me some, they're on sale right now.
Yeah,
hit us up on the email. I'll give you an address to send it to. But yeah, they're okay. But I'm gonna stay away from it. Now, if they make the cone heads, I might not be able to stay away from that.
It's possible.
Yeah, it is. It is. But these are just repaints of Slipstream, so I highly doubt it.
Yeah, that's not for me at all.
Yes.
But I know why. I see why you would like them.
Yes. So let's move on to this thing that we talked about, which is the transparent purple version of Cliff Jumper from Prime. It is now in stock and shipping at least Show Z. I don't know about other stores. So if you need it, go get it. I will not be getting it because the more I look at it, the more I cannot stand that the windows aren't painted in car mode. It looks unfinished.
That head is creepy.
That's the point.
No, I know it's the point. I mean, they did a really good job with that head.
It's also just a KO of the one that Hasbro produced. So good job on Hasbro from 2010.
Yeah, well, I wasn't gonna pick up the figure then. Not gonna pick it up now, but that's not my Cliff Jumper, as I like to say. But it does that head looks like death right there, for real.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's why I wanted it. But the lack of the painting on the windows, which I know the original figure didn't have those windows painted either, which is why I didn't pick that up. So it looks nice though for what it is. So next we have the KO Bumblebee, which we talked about also a few weeks back, is now available. And this is the better looking Masterpiece Bumblebee in my opinion. So if you need it, go get it.
Yeah, I know there's the 45 and the 21, it's, you know, pick your poison. I know people are waiting for Fans Toys to repaint their Cliff Jumper, aka Parkour, to Bumblebee. So I don't know if people are going to wait on that or if they'll be looking at picking this up. But it's a cheap alternative while you wait.
Yes, exactly. It's really cheap. Just make sure that you throw that Daniel in a fire and do not look at it again. Next, we have something that I think you might get. It's small and tiny, and it might go with something that you need. And that's KFC's Rhino Horn and Iron Paw.
Okay.
Not a Legends figure this time. Now are you going to get them?
Yes. And my Iron Paw is actually on its way to me now.
Cool. So
yeah. And I think I can't remember if I saw something for Rhino Horn or whatever his name is, if that has been shipped yet. But yes, I will be getting both of these to go with one of my KFC blasters.
So I think they do look very good, if not a little plain, but I understand they're going for toon accuracy.
And they look better than the originals, so from KFC. So.
Oh, okay. I'm like, the originals from G1 have a certain charm to them.
No. The original KFC release of this, yeah.
So these are redos then?
Yeah, they're like 2.0, 3.0s or something. Like the originals, you know, especially the Rhino, the head was really loose. I have a couple of versions of that, and so that's why I was really excited to get these.
Cool. I can't wait to see your display with your blasters, plural.
Yeah, I have a couple.
So that's everything we have for you today. You know the spiel. Like, comment, and subscribe. We greatly appreciate you watching this video, and we will see you soon.
And as always, to all debates are won, and we're looking forward to news later this week. Let us know what you think.